My friends, let's take a moment and talk about something that could change your life. Something simple yet profound. How you begin your morning can set the stage for the entire day. It's not just about what you do, but about how you think. And the questions you ask yourself in the morning can be the catalyst for your success. Let me ask you, do you begin your day with intention, or do you simply get up, go through the motions, and let life happen to you? If you want to transform your life, you must start by transforming how you think. And one powerful way to do that is to ask yourself the right questions. Here are 7 questions you should ask yourself every morning to set the tone for a productive, purposeful day. Question 110, how will I keep my word to myself? The power of self-reflection is an invaluable tool that many overlook, especially in today's fast-pacing world where we are constantly bombarded with external distractions. However, taking the time each day to pause, reflect, and engage in self-inquiry can have a profound impact on your mindset, productivity, and overall success. Self-reflection is not just about thinking back on past events or experiences. It's about actively engaging with your thoughts and emotions, evaluating your actions, and considering how you can improve. It is a practice that invites you to slow down and gain clarity on what truly matters, allowing you to focus on your goals and direction with greater intention. When we engage in self-reflection, we create an opportunity to assess where we are in our personal journey and determine if we are on the right path. Without this practice, it is all too easy to drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than proactively shaping our experiences. Reflection allows us to ask questions like, what am I doing right? And what could I do better? By evaluating our own actions and responses, we gain insights into our habits, beliefs, and thought patterns, which in turn can help us make adjustments that will lead to better outcomes. Consider this. When you wake up each morning, there's often a rush to jump into the day's tasks without first understanding the bigger picture. But when you take a few moments to engage in self-reflection, you begin the day with a sense of purpose. The simple act of reflecting on your goals, your motivations, and your desired outcomes sets a tone of mindfulness that will carry you through the day. Instead of letting the world dictate your pace, you take control of your thoughts and your actions. Self-reflection also offers the opportunity to celebrate small victories. In our busy lives, we often overlook the incremental progress we make toward our goals. We're too focused on the big picture and the end result to take a step back and acknowledge the small wins along the way. Self-reflection allows you to review your day or your week, recognize what you've accomplished, and understand how far you've come. This acknowledgement doesn't just build confidence, it fuels motivation to keep moving forward, knowing that every step you take, no matter how small, is part of your larger journey. Moreover, reflection is a powerful tool for problem solving. When challenges arise, whether personal or professional, many people's first instinct is to react impulsively. However, this often leads to decisions made in haste, which can result in undesirable outcomes. When you make time for reflection, you create space to think critically about the problem at hand. You can consider the best course of action, weigh the pros and cons, and come up with solutions that align with your long-term vision. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive, using your reflection to guide you toward better decision-making. In addition to helping you solve problems, self-reflection aids in self-awareness. By regularly reflecting on your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions, you become more in tune with your inner world. This heightened awareness enables you to identify negative thought patterns or limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. It allows you to challenge your assumptions and shift your mindset toward a more positive and growth-oriented approach. When you are aware of your strengths and weaknesses, you can use that knowledge to make improvements in areas where you may be struggling, while capitalizing on the areas where you excel. Another key aspect of self-reflection is its ability to foster emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and manage your own emotions and to understand and influence the emotions of others. When you take the time to reflect on your emotional responses, whether to a challenging situation, a conversation, or an unexpected event, you gain insight into how your emotions influence your behavior. You can learn to manage your emotional reactions better, enabling you to handle stress, frustration, or disappointment with greater composure. This self-awareness and emotional control lead to more balanced and effective interactions with others, both personally and professionally. Self-reflection also cultivates humility. It encourages you to acknowledge your mistakes and shortcomings without judgment. In a world where many people are reluctant to admit fault, reflection allows you to look inward without fear. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, you learn to view them as learning opportunities. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow, and by embracing this mindset, you can build resilience and perseverance. Reflection reminds you that no one is perfect, and growth comes not from avoiding mistakes, but from learning from them. Furthermore, self-reflection helps you align your daily actions with your values. Many people go through life without a clear understanding of what they truly value or what their core beliefs are. This lack of clarity can lead to frustration, dissatisfaction, and a sense of disconnection from your purpose. By taking time each day to reflect on what matters most to you, you can ensure that your actions are in line with your values. When your actions and values are aligned, you experience a greater sense of fulfillment and contentment because you know that you are living authentically. To sum up, self-reflection is not merely a tool for evaluating past actions. It is a practice that empowers you to shape your future. It gives you the clarity to identify what is truly important, the awareness to understand your behaviors and emotions, and the insight to make better decisions. It fosters a growth mindset, encourages emotional intelligence, and helps you stay connected to your values. The more you engage in self-reflection, the more you develop the skills and mindset necessary for long-term success. It is a practice that can transform not only how you approach your day, but also how you approach your life. By making self-reflection a daily habit, you are setting yourself up for continuous improvement, growth, and fulfillment. Clarity and focus are essential ingredients for success in any area of life. In a world filled with distractions, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. However, when you take the time to establish clarity and stay focused, you unlock the power to make intentional choices and move toward your goals with purpose. The ability to clearly define what you want to achieve and then maintain focus on those objectives is the difference between drifting aimlessly and living with a clear sense of direction. Clarity begins with understanding exactly what you want. Too often, people go through life without a clear vision of their goals or priorities. They know they want something, but they are unsure of exactly what that something is. As a result, they spend their days reacting to external circumstances rather than proactively creating their desired outcomes. When you are unclear about your goals, it becomes difficult to make decisions because there is no clear benchmark to measure them against. The first step in gaining clarity is to ask yourself what you truly want from your life. What are your dreams? What do you hope to achieve? What will make you feel fulfilled and accomplished? These questions are fundamental in setting the foundation for clarity. Once you have a clear vision of your goals, the next step is to break them down into specific, actionable steps. This process is crucial because it transforms abstract dreams into tangible actions. Without clear steps to take, even the most well-defined goals can seem overwhelming or out of reach. By breaking your goals into smaller, manageable tasks, you make them less daunting and more attainable. You become more attainable, This clarity of purpose allows you to focus on what matters most, eliminating the confusion and uncertainty that often accompany larger goals. When you know exactly what you need to do, you can direct your energy and resources more effectively, accelerating your progress toward your desired outcome. Focus is the ability to stay committed to those actions despite the inevitable distractions and challenges that arise in daily life. The modern world is filled with distractions: emails, social media, meetings, phone calls, and the constant pressure to multitask. These distractions pull our attention away from our most important work, leaving us feeling scattered and unproductive. So, remember to limit the number of distractions and unproductive. The key to maintaining focus is to create boundaries and cultivate the discipline to say no to things that do not align with your goals. When you allow distractions to take over, you lose control over your time and energy. But when you make the conscious decision to stay focused, you take control of your actions and your outcomes. One of the most powerful ways to maintain focus is through prioritization. When you are clear about your goals, it becomes much easier to identify what tasks deserve your attention and which ones can be deferred or eliminated altogether. Not everything on your to-do list holds the same level of importance. Some tasks are urgent but not important, while others are important but not urgent. Prioritization is about ensuring that the most important tasks are always given the attention they deserve. This requires discipline, as it's easy to fall into the trap of reacting to the loudest or most urgent demands in your environment. However, if you consistently prioritize your most important tasks, you will find that your days become more productive and your progress more substantial. Focus also requires eliminating distractions. In today's digital age, distractions are ubiquitous. The constant ping of notifications, the temptation to check your phone, and the lure of social media can all disrupt your concentration. It's essential to create an environment conducive to focus by limiting these distractions. This might mean turning off notifications, setting specific times to check email, or creating a quiet space to work without interruptions. The more you protect your focus, the more productive you will become. One of the best ways to sharpen your focus is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, fully engaged with the task at hand. When you are mindful, you bring all your attention to what you are doing without letting your mind wander or getting caught up in distractions. This state of focused awareness helps you to work with greater efficiency and effectiveness. By training your mind to be present, you also become more resilient to distractions and better able to handle the inevitable interruptions that come your way. Additionally, focus requires the ability to say no. In a world that constantly demands our attention, it can be tempting to say yes to every opportunity or request that comes our way. However, saying yes to everything often means saying no to what truly matters. When you have clarity about your goals, it becomes easier to say no to things that do not align with your objectives. Saying no is not about being rude or unkind. It's about protecting your time and energy so that you can invest them in what will move you closer to your vision. It is a form of self-respect and discipline. Clarity and focus also involve regular review and adjustment. As you move forward in the pursuit of your goals, it's important to regularly check in with yourself to ensure that you are still on track. Sometimes you may discover that your goals have shifted or that your methods need adjustment. This is perfectly natural. The process of reviewing and adjusting ensures that you are not wasting time on tasks that no longer serve your greater purpose. It keeps you flexible and open to new ideas, while also maintaining your commitment to the overall direction you've set for yourself. Ultimately, clarity and focus work together to create a powerful foundation for success. When you have clarity about your goals, you know exactly where to focus your energy. When you maintain that focus, you are able to make consistent progress toward achieving those goals. Clarity helps you avoid distractions and unnecessary detours, while focus allows you to concentrate your efforts on what truly matters. Together, these two qualities enable you to take control of your time, energy, and resources, maximizing your potential and propelling you toward success. By practicing clarity and focus every day, you can ensure that you are moving in the right direction and making the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Personal responsibility is one of the most empowering concepts you can embrace in life. It is the foundation upon which success, fulfillment, and growth are built. When you take full responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and the direction your life takes, you stop being a passive participant and become an active creator of your own destiny. Many people go through life blaming circumstances, other people, or external factors for their situation. However, those who truly understand the power of personal responsibility know that they are the architects of their own lives. They realize that everything they experience, good or bad, is a result of their choices, and they take ownership of those choices. And they take ownership of those choices with pride and accountability. Taking personal responsibility means acknowledging that you have the power to shape your life through the decisions you make. It is the understanding that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but rather a master of your fate. While external events may be out of your control, how you respond to those events is entirely up to you. This shift in perspective is liberating. When you stop blaming others or making excuses, you reclaim control over your life. You realize that no one else is responsible for your success, happiness, or fulfillment. Those things are entirely in your hands. One of the core aspects of personal responsibility is the recognition that your actions have consequences. Every choice you make, from the smallest daily decisions to the major life-altering ones, carries weight. When you take responsibility for these choices, you acknowledge their impact on your future. You can no longer pretend that your actions don't matter, because you understand that they do. For example, if you neglect your health, it is not the fault of your busy schedule, but the result of your choices. If you don't pursue your dreams or work toward your goals, it is not due to circumstances outside your control, but because you chose to prioritize something else instead. This awareness encourages you to make more thoughtful, deliberate decisions that align with your long-term vision. Taking responsibility also means being honest with yourself. It's easy to point fingers and place blame when things don't go according to plan, but personal responsibility requires self-reflection and accountability. This means looking in the mirror and asking, what could I have done differently? It's about acknowledging your mistakes without judgment, learning from them, and moving forward with a greater understanding of yourself. It's about deciding to move on. When you embrace this kind of honesty, you no longer see failure as something to fear, but as an opportunity for growth. You realize that mistakes are simply stepping stones on the path to success, and they are a natural part of the learning process. Another powerful aspect of personal responsibility is the ability to take ownership of your emotions. Many people believe that their feelings are a result of external circumstances, but the truth is that your emotions are a direct reflection of your thoughts and beliefs. When you take responsibility for your emotions, you realize that you have the power to control how you feel. For example, if you are angry or frustrated, it's not because of what someone else did, but because of how you are choosing to respond to the situation. By acknowledging this, you free yourself from the illusion that your emotions are beyond your control. You gain the ability to choose how you react, and by doing so, you can maintain a sense of calm, clarity, and perspective, no matter what is happening around you. Personal responsibility also extends to your relationships. The way you show up in your interactions with others plays a significant role in the quality of those relationships. Taking responsibility in relationships means owning your actions, words, and behavior. It means recognizing that you have the power to create positive, supportive relationships or toxic, destructive ones. If a relationship is strained or struggling, it is important to look inward and ask yourself, what role am I playing in this situation? Are you communicating effectively? Are you showing respect and kindness? Are you contributing to the relationship in a positive way? When you take responsibility for your part in any relationship, you open the door to healing, growth, and stronger connections. One of the most important benefits of personal responsibility is its role in personal growth. When you take responsibility for your life, you accept the fact that your growth is up to you. No one else can do it for you. You cannot wait for the perfect circumstances, the perfect time, or someone else to change in order for you to grow. Growth comes from within, and it requires consistent effort, self-discipline, and a commitment to improvement. When you take responsibility for your life, growth comes from within, and it requires consistent effort, self-discipline, and a commitment to improvement. By taking responsibility for your growth, you are actively choosing to invest in yourself. You decide to learn new skills, develop better habits, and expand your knowledge. You take initiative to make the necessary changes in your life that will lead to the person you are becoming. Taking personal responsibility also requires a shift in mindset from scarcity to abundance. Many people operate from a mindset of scarcity, believing that there is not enough success, money, happiness, or opportunity to go around. This mindset leads to fear, insecurity, and a tendency to blame others for their lack of progress. However, when you take responsibility for your life, you embrace an abundance mindset, believing that there is plenty of opportunity for everyone and that your success is not dependent on others' failure. With an abundance mindset, you understand that your success comes from your own actions, and you can take steps every day to create the life you want. Furthermore, personal responsibility means recognizing that success is a journey, not a destination. The road to success is not always smooth, and setbacks and challenges are inevitable. However, when you take responsibility for your journey, you understand that these challenges are simply opportunities to learn and grow. You stop viewing obstacles as roadblocks and instead see them as valuable lessons. This mindset empowers you to keep moving forward, even when things get tough, because you know that every step you take is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. In conclusion, personal responsibility is the key to unlocking your full potential. It empowers you to take charge of your life, your emotions, your relationships, and your success. By embracing personal responsibility, you acknowledge that you are the creator of your own reality. You understand that your choices and actions shape your future, and you take ownership of both your successes and your mistakes. This sense of responsibility not only leads to greater fulfillment, but it also builds resilience, confidence, and a deep sense of inner strength. When you embrace personal responsibility, you step into your power and begin to live the life you were meant to live. The ability to manage time effectively is one of the most critical skills for achieving success. Time is the most precious resource we have, and once it's gone, we cannot get it back. Despite its importance, many people struggle with time management, often feeling overwhelmed by the demands of daily life or constantly wishing they had more hours in the day. The truth, however, is that effective time management isn't about having more time. It's about using the time you have wisely. The key to making the most of your time lies in prioritizing your tasks, eliminating distractions, and adopting strategies that enable you to work more efficiently and with greater focus. One of the first steps in mastering time management is understanding that not all tasks are created equal. We all have a finite number of hours in the day, and how we allocate those hours determines our success. It's crucial to identify which activities are most important and which ones are not worth the time and energy. This is where the concept of prioritization comes in. Prioritizing tasks means that you are choosing to focus on the activities that will move you closer to your goals, rather than getting caught up in less important or non-essential tasks. When you start each day, take a moment to assess what's most important and ensure that your efforts align with your bigger objectives. So ask yourself within you first, is this work for me, or is this work for the world? And prioritizing tasks means that you are choosing to focus on the activities that will move you closer to your goals, rather than getting caught up in the less important or non-essential tasks. When you start some clock, prioritization isn't always easy, especially when everything seems urgent or when you feel pulled in many different directions. It's easy to get caught up in tasks that seem pressing in the moment, but this often results in working reactively rather than proactively. A crucial part of time management is learning how to differentiate between tasks that are truly important and those that are just distractions. Many times, people spend their time on things that feel urgent but don't contribute to their long-term goals. For instance, answering every email immediately or reacting to every minor problem can take up valuable time without making meaningful progress. By prioritizing tasks based on their true value and their impact on your larger objectives, you ensure that your time is being spent in a way that truly counts. To make this process even more effective, it's helpful to categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. Stephen Covey's famous Eisenhower matrix divides tasks into 4 quadrants: important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and not important and not urgent. The most important tasks, those that are both important and urgent, or important but not urgent, should take priority. Tasks that fall into the not important and not urgent quadrant should be eliminated or delegated, as they contribute the least to your overall success. By categorizing tasks in this way, you can ensure that you are focusing your time and energy on the things that will have the greatest positive impact on your life and goals. Another important strategy in time management is learning how to say no. In a world filled with constant demands and requests, it can be difficult to resist the urge to take on more than you can handle. However, saying yes to everything dilutes your focus and energy. Learning to say no is essential for protecting your time and ensuring that you can dedicate yourself fully to the tasks that truly matter. It's important to recognize that every time you say yes to one thing, you are implicitly saying no to something else. When you say yes to tasks or commitments that don't align with your goals or values, you are sacrificing your time and energy for something that isn't helping you move forward. Being selective with your commitments allows you to stay focused on your priorities and avoid overloading your schedule. This gives you time and space to focus on your priorities and avoid overloading your schedule. In addition to prioritization and saying no, another powerful time management tool is batching similar tasks together. When you try to switch between completely different types of work throughout the day, you waste time and energy getting back into the flow. For example, answering emails, making phone calls, and doing creative work each require different kinds of focus. By batching similar tasks together, you can work more efficiently. Set aside specific blocks of time for answering emails, for example, and handle all your communications in one sitting rather than checking your inbox throughout the day. This approach minimizes distractions and allows you to concentrate on one type of work at a time, resulting in greater efficiency. Equally important is the practice of time blocking. Time blocking is the technique of scheduling specific blocks of time for particular tasks or activities. Instead of leaving your day open-ended, you decide ahead of time what you'll focus on during each period of the day. This helps you structure your time and prevents you from becoming distracted or sidetracked. Time blocking also creates a sense of accountability, as it forces you to commit to working on specific tasks at specific times. By designating time for deep work, meetings, and even breaks, you ensure that your time is used intentionally and that nothing falls through the cracks. Furthermore, overcoming procrastination is a vital part of managing your time effectively. Procrastination is the enemy of productivity. It causes us to delay important tasks until the last minute, resulting in stress and rushed decisions. The key to overcoming procrastination is to break tasks down into smaller, more manageable steps. Often, the thought of completing a large or complex task can be overwhelming, which leads to putting it off. But when you break the task down into smaller pieces, it becomes much more manageable. By focusing on completing one small step at a time, you reduce the resistance that often causes procrastination and build momentum to keep moving forward. Another effective strategy for managing time is learning to delegate tasks. Many people struggle with the belief that they need to do everything themselves, but this is often counterproductive. Delegation allows you to free up time for more important tasks by passing off responsibilities that can be handled by others. Whether at work or in personal life, delegating tasks is an important skill. It helps you focus on your strengths and the areas where you can add the most value, while others handle tasks that may not require your specific expertise. Delegation is not only a time-saving strategy, but also a way to empower others and foster collaboration. Finally, one of the most critical aspects of time management is the importance of rest and renewal. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that working longer hours equals more productivity, but this is a myth. Working without rest leads to burnout, decreased focus, and diminishing returns. To manage your time effectively, you must prioritize self-care, including getting enough sleep, taking regular breaks, and engaging in activities that recharge you. By giving yourself the necessary time to rest and recover, you actually increase your overall productivity and effectiveness. In conclusion, effective time management is not about cramming more activities into your day. It's about using your time intentionally and efficiently. By prioritizing tasks, saying no when necessary, batching similar tasks, time blocking, overcoming procrastination, delegating, and taking care of your physical and mental well-being, you can maximize your productivity and make meaningful progress toward your goals. Time is an irreplaceable resource, and how you manage it can determine the quality of your life and the success you achieve. The ability to manage time effectively is a skill that, when mastered, will serve you throughout your personal and professional life. One of the most powerful principles for success is the ability to maintain an attitude of resilience and perseverance. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles, but it is not these difficulties that define us. It is how we respond to them. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt positively to adversity. Perseverance is the determination to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Together, these qualities are crucial for achieving success because they allow us to stay focused on our goals, even when circumstances seem bleak or when we face discouragement. By developing resilience and perseverance, we increase our ability to overcome challenges, learn from failures, and ultimately reach our full potential. That's our map for success, my friends. Let's go create it together. Resilience begins with a shift in mindset. When faced with challenges, many people tend to view them as insurmountable barriers. They become discouraged, give up, or resign themselves to the idea that failure is inevitable. However, resilient people see challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. They understand that difficulties are a natural part of life and that they don't need to be feared or avoided. Instead of seeing failure as a permanent condition, they view it as a temporary setback that can be overcome. This mindset allows them to keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that each challenge is a stepping stone towards success. A key component of resilience is the ability to maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of adversity. Optimism is a critical ingredient in staying resilient. People who remain optimistic during tough times are more likely to bounce back quickly and continue pursuing their goals. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that problems don't exist. It means choosing to focus on the opportunities that come with adversity and believing that things can improve. Resilient individuals ask themselves questions like, what can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge make me stronger? This approach encourages growth and helps them to maintain a sense of hope, even when the outcome is uncertain. Perseverance, on the other hand, is about maintaining your efforts over the long term, even when results don't come immediately or when the journey becomes difficult. Many people are tempted to quit when they don't see instant results. They may feel that their hard work is not paying off and lose motivation. However, perseverance is about recognizing that success takes time and that the road to achieving your goals is rarely a straight line. It requires patience, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to your vision, regardless of the challenges you face along the way. Those who persevere understand that setbacks and delays are just part of the process, and they stay focused on the end goal. One of the key factors that enable perseverance is setting clear, meaningful goals. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it becomes easier to keep going in the face of adversity. Clear goals serve as a reminder of why you started in the first place and help to reignite your motivation when things get tough. They provide direction and give you a reason to continue pushing forward, even when progress feels slow. Furthermore, setting smaller, achievable milestones along the way can help maintain your momentum. These smaller wins act as evidence that you are making progress, even if the final goal seems far off. Another important aspect of perseverance is developing a strong sense of self-belief. Belief in your own ability to overcome obstacles is what keeps you going when the going gets tough. People who lack self-belief are more likely to give up when they face challenges, but those who trust in their ability to succeed are more likely to keep fighting for their dreams. Self-belief is built through past successes, positive self-talk, and learning from failures. When you overcome smaller challenges, you build confidence in your ability to face bigger ones. By consistently reminding yourself that you have the skills, resources, and resilience to tackle whatever comes your way, you strengthen your ability to persevere. Resilience and perseverance are also closely linked to the ability to manage stress effectively. Life's challenges can often be overwhelming, and stress can make it harder to think clearly and maintain focus on your goals. However, resilient individuals have learned how to manage their stress and stay calm under pressure. This doesn't mean they don't experience stress. It simply means they have developed coping mechanisms that allow them to manage it without letting it derail their progress. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, physical exercise, and healthy time management can help reduce stress and improve mental clarity, enabling you to stay focused on what matters most. One important characteristic of resilient and persevering individuals is their ability to seek support when needed. While it is crucial to maintain an independent, can-do attitude, it is equally important to recognize that we all need help at times. Resilient people know that they do not have to face challenges alone. They are not afraid to ask for support, whether from mentors, friends, family, or colleagues. They also understand the value of collaboration and feedback, as learning from others can provide new perspectives and solutions to problems. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and wisdom. It shows that you are open to growth and willing to do what it takes to overcome obstacles. Failure is another area where resilience and perseverance are tested. Everyone experiences failure at some point. Whether it's a project that doesn't work out, a goal that seems impossible, or a personal setback, how you respond to failure often determines how quickly you can get back on track. Resilient people do not let failure define them. Instead, they see it as a learning opportunity. They ask themselves what went wrong, what they can do differently next time, and how they can improve. They embrace failure as a necessary part of the journey towards success. In fact, many successful people credit their failures with teaching them valuable lessons that ultimately help them achieve their goals. Instead of letting failure stop them, they use it as fuel to keep moving forward with even more determination. Ultimately, resilience and perseverance are about maintaining hope and taking action, even when things aren't going as planned. Success is not a straight path, and there will inevitably be obstacles along the way. However, those who are resilient and persevere understand that these obstacles are not the end of the road. They are simply part of the process. The key is to stay focused on your goals, keep moving forward, and trust that every setback is a step closer to achieving your dreams. By developing resilience and perseverance, you build the strength and mindset needed to overcome any challenge that comes your way, ensuring that you stay on track towards success no matter what.